So first we did the head, and really you could do the face, or you could, I wouldn't really do the hair yet. I would want to make sure that I was 100% happy with the head before I did the hair. And I do have the outline of the head. I'm happy with it so far, but I would push the hair and like little details until the end. But let's try the body. So let's do the body. Okay. So this could or could not include the neck. I'm going to include the neck for now, and if I change my mind, I can always copy and paste it. And I'm not going to worry about any of the details of her clothing, because that can be on its own layer. Broaden her shoulder a little bit more than it is, because her shoulder looks wider there on her left stage, or sorry, her right stage left. There we go. Her neck's going right into her shoulder. Okay. Okay. So her head could lead. Her body doesn't have to start moving at the same time. It probably would move a little bit later. So I may let the head start to go first. Maybe here start changing the body. Okay, her head starts to jump back. But let's have the head, instead of it being a direct in between, let's have it still favor the red, so there's not as much change. And then have the body pop more after that. Still favor the red. Okay, now let's in between. Okay. So now let's try eyes. Okay, and then the last pose. Her eyes look a little smaller in the gesture. I mean, not just the pupil, but the shape of her eyes, so I'm gonna maybe push that a little bit. Make the size a little bigger. Okay. Might work better to keep the pupils on their own layer. That way I don't have to worry about her losing focus or her eyes pointing in the same direction the whole time she's lifting or turning her head. Okay. And a 5. And here, I have her eyes open. While sketching it, I did a closed version and an open version. And did closed first. But I'll try it with opened. If it doesn't work out, I may try closing them. Her eyes might be too small. The intent is to squint her eyes, but not necessarily to shrink them. Let's turn on onion skin. I just want to see if the width of her eyes is right. It's a little too wide. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, that one looks alright. She looks very uncomfortable. Okay. Okay, let's try lingering the eyes as partially squinted. Let's see how that looks. Let's have her eyebrows raise up. And then they can settle. We'll see if that looks alright. Oh, her eye's too far. Okay, let's bring the eyebrows back down. And let's ease a little bit more with her eyes. So her eyes aren't stopping at the same time as her face. I mean, they'll stop moving, but maybe how wide they're open settles down a little bit. And her eyebrows settle. Okay. Before I add the pupils, I make sure the eyes actually look good. Show off the key poses. Okay, her eye's too close to her nose there. Okay. Oops. Okay. This feels like a little bit too much of a jump. Okay. So we gotta be careful up with eyes, make sure they look focused. So not pointing in different directions unless that's part of the, unless that's an actual intent. You want the character to be. To look like their eyes are looking in different directions. Okay. Okay. Might not be enough change in the eyes for that to the ease to be warranted. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And just have them end at about the same time. Let's see if that looks better. Okay. Well, right now she's leaving her eyes behind. When she starts doing the anticipation. So let's adjust that. And now she's staring into the abyss, but that's for one frame. Okay. She is missing her eyebrows, but okay. Okay, let's have a little. Oh. Let's adjust those eyebrows. That eyebrow's starting to move around. Now it's going to go above her head. Let's see. That might be too much change. Okay. Okay, so that is the eyes and the body, or well, the body and the eyes respectively. So we'll pause for now, and in the next section we'll start adding the mouth.